How are you guys? How is everybody? Welcome again to this channel, to your Ranks Trade, and let's look onto the charts. Let's do what we love doing, of course. So yeah, today I was looking at the gold. I was trading the gold. I have been since yesterday. I decided to look onto gold because I decided to shift shortly from Euro USD, but I'll be trading gold and Euro USD. Yeah, these are the two pairs I'll be trading, and sorry for that. And so far so good with gold. I guess I did a review yesterday, and I had taken partials my trades 1 year to hit TP. Then we had a reversal that rallied lower and took us out, and today you can see I had two trades which were winners, and slowly refining on something and sharpening on something that I also spoke on yesterday, and I'll go deep into it today and talk about it, and also get to see where we can improve and where we need to learn and put more focus on. So before we start, I'd like please guys, hit that like button, please tap that notification, and also smash the subscribe button, so that whenever I'm uploading or whenever I might be live, you may get to view my videos. And I'm intending to do short videos, long videos every day until further notice, because these are my journals. I'm doing this as my journaling all day, every day, identifying where I did it wrong, where I didn't read price right. So anyways, so let's get cracking. So I'll go back to the higher time frames, probably the daily, from which will drop lower, and get to see how I did read my price. So I'll start with the weekly time frame. Over here, so you can see how that candle is forming. Because FOMC, we had news yesterday, the CPI on Tuesday, we had the PPI yesterday, and also the FOMC yesterday. So we are done with the news. Also today we had news, but it's a tradable news. So yeah, I was looking onto that, and what you can see, this is the weekly candle, and I guess at this point, wherever it is, this is the point I was watching it, and I had to find or to determine where the today expansion would be. Okay, so as I was watching here, I didn't have something clear, but since it was bullish, and the day has been the week from before, and already manipulation has taken place, which is below here, and on Thursday is a perfect day for maybe a continuation of a candle. Maybe you can see last week was this candle. Around Thursday we had already known the expansion, because manipulation had already taken place, and now we were trying expansion lower was taking place. And at around Thursday you can clearly determine the expansion, because it will proceed either lower or higher where Wednesday had left. So for this week on Thursday, I was expecting a higher expansion. So I was basing my buyers on buying. So I was bullish today. And to which levels did I want to see price? Yesterday, these are yesterday's candle, I guess, or it closed. It's a today candle, but we'll see. So after I had seen it close above this fair value gap, then I wanted to see these liquidities above here, this buy side liquidity above here grabbed. So during this 4 hour, this the point I was trying to look for my buyers or for my entry for my bull trades, right? So this was the draw on liquidity. So once I have identified a draw on liquidity, then I can drop lower to look for entries. So I rally lower to a 1 hour time frame, and at that point what I saw, because today I took a London, I didn't take this trade, but I only put I placed this tool before the market played. So, and what did I see during the London session? So I had seen this fair value gap here, and I'd seen how these candles were respecting it. Okay, the candles didn't come lower and close below these fair value gap here, this 4 hour fair value gap. Let's go back. So this 4 hour fair value gap, right, you can see it there. So it was paired also with a 1 hour fair value gap. It was also paired with a 1 hour fair value gap. You can see these candles high as well as these candles low. So you can see a fair value gap around that zone. So the 4 hour and the 1 hour fair value gap. So I want, and since it hadn't been tapped into, and I saw below here we had these equal lows, so there was sell side liquidity here. So I wanted to see market retrace lower. Then I just put this tool. When the market retraced lower, then it can rally higher. So that's what happened, and it tapped me in, clearing the sell side liquidities, tapped into the around the zone during the London session, tapped into the fair value gap. Then we had this rally higher to TP. Then we had this consolidation, and I identified this 2 hour order block, proportion block, because it was paired with this order block. So we have this order block, this candle paired with another pair candle. So this to me was a proportion block, whereby I didn't want to see candles close below the close below, how can I call it, below the mean threshold of this proportion block. Okay, so we can see how this wick rallied lower, further below this low of the proportion block, but the candle closed. You can see where it closed. So it opened here, rallied lower, then rallied higher, and closed at the high of that proportion block. Then we can see how this candle opened. Yeah, so they were respecting. You can see how this 2 hour proportion block was being respected. So back to the 1 hour time frame, I guess you've seen how I had determined my proportion block, and you can see how these order block also in the 1 hour chart was being respected. I was watching it because I trade New York session. So during this time, this happened before. So when New York opened, I was referring to this point here. You can see how the bodies were respecting the proportion block, the 1 hour proportion block, or the 1 hour order block. So we had these retracement to this order block, constant encroachment, closed there. This week did the damage lower. We had this another candle open, do the same, closed above the constant encroachment or the main threshold, because for fair value gaps and for volume imbalances or the gaps in the market, the equilibrium point or the midpoint, we refer to that as the constant encroachment. Whereas in case of order blocks, we call the midpoint the mean threshold. So we can see how these bodies were respecting the mean threshold of this order block as well as the 2 hour proportion block. Then we had this rally higher. So I was watching this candle, and along this candle was the entry point, with my targets being these highs, this buy side liquidity. So let's go to the 15 minutes and see how I did read this price. So You can see my entry for the London session was based on these clean liquidities here, the sweep on the clean liquidities. So I placed paired with these fair value gap here, these candles high, also these candles low, so we had that fair value gap there. So I wanted to see price tap into it, so I placed this tool, but I didn't have that entry. So I will be for a given time be watching the London session. It's not yet still my trading session, but I'll be watching it, so meaning I'll be sleeping early for me, because here in Kenya I guess it's around 9 a.m. so it's favorable. I can wake up at 7, prepare myself before the London session. So yeah, tapped us into the trade, then rallied to our TP, targeting a 1 to 2. Of course, you can see it there. A 1 to 2 was hit, clearing these buy side liquidities. Then we had this consolidation moving lower. You can see how the candles were respecting this proportion block over here. Then we have a sell side liquidity building there with this sell side liquidity here. Then we had this retracement. I was because I was waiting for buys, I wanted to see how it will react around this zone. And then we had this sharp movement lower, delivery lower of price. Okay, so what I was aiming for is this liquidity. After this liquidity has been grabbed, I wanted to see I was to be in for the trade. So I saw this retracement lower, and as I was watching, I saw the bodies respecting this zone, right? So I was triggered, and something I said before, I want to improve. I want to be taking trades when price retrace into this level, as you can see, like in the morning what happened, and it rallied really high. It rallied to our TP without any retracement. So that's what I will trying to improve on. Take trades when it retraces into this zone, be confident enough, build my confidence. Then during around 8:40, you can see I was tapped in. Then the market rallied higher, so I was managing my trades. I took my partials at this high. Also at this high, I took 2 partials. Then I was watching price. I didn't get. I trailed my stop loss to around this zone because I wasn't confident it might have retraced back. So I was stopped out before my TP was hit. I was stopped out, and that's what happened today. But I was in profit, and then the market hit these 2-hour proportion block, and then you can see that sharp movement higher to the buy side liquidity. I learned something from ICT, is saying this it doesn't need to go there, just take part of it, and you are cool. It was a 1 to 2, and for sure I was satisfied with these. It was a correct read of price, and so that's what happened today. And yeah, I was satisfied, and I'm happy. I'm making improvements. Something to work on is to get these early trades. Okay, these ones they are called low risk trades. Low risk trades. Yeah, this is what I'll be aiming for and trying to improve. And so that's what happened here on Euro USD. And yeah, everything went as planned, and I'm happy and I'm confident. I'm building something, and I'm getting more confident every day. So thank you for being around. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to hit that like and that subscribe button, so that you may get notified wherever I'm uploading my videos. So thank you guys, and thanks to myself for this, because this is my journal. Also, I'll be writing down and every day, all day improving. So until next time guys, be safe. Bye bye.